Hey there, Flat Picker. One of the most frequent questions that I get from my students and online community members is how to practice to achieve better chops or better technique on the instrument. Well, today we are going to go over some of my favorite major scale exercises that I have worked over the years and stolen from different various sources like my teacher John McGann and other folks. So by the end of today's video, you are going to come out of here with a ton of practice material. The idea behind this is that today we are doing everything in G, but it is your job to find all of this stuff in all of the other keys that might be relevant to your playing. If you're a bluegrass player, maybe G, C, D, A, E, a few of those. And if you're a jazz player, then get into your flat keys, all that kind of stuff. But these patterns work for any style of music to build great technique. Let's dive in. So just to keep things simple for today, I'm going to be working out of an open position G major scale, but the idea is that you can use any of your caged shapes, 3-finger to a string major scale shapes, or anything like that to iterate these patterns. The first one we're looking at today is a 3-note ascending pattern that I like to play through the major scale, and it goes just like this. Oh, 1, 2, ready, go. Back down. 1, 2, ready, go. That's a great pattern. It's a little off kilter, so I really like to use this one in improvisations to kind of add a little bit of like an edgy or kind of asymmetric sound to my solos. So 3 notes ascending and descending, a great pattern for better technique and for better improv. All right, speed run. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, 1, 2, ready, go. Next pattern we're going to look at is a 4-note ascending pattern. 4 comes after 3. Here we go. Oh, 1, 2, ready, go. Down. Oh, 1, 2, ready, go. Another 4-note pattern that I like to look at is one that begins and ends each 4-note cell on the same note. So if we're starting on a low G, it would be like this. Then we go up to the next note in the scale, do the same thing, etc. Oh, 1, 2, ready, play. Down. 1, 2, ready, play. You can also practice it in kind of an inverse way, which makes it what I call the blackberry pattern, because it sounds like blackberry blossom. Oh, 1, 2, ready, play. Another scale pattern that I like to practice is playing a 7th arpeggio starting on each note in the G major scale, then descending back down the scale to get to our next starting point. Sounds confusing? Here it is. G major 7. So we're just skipping up in thirds through the G major scale. G, B, D, F sharp, scale back down. A. Once we get to A, we play an arpeggio starting on that because it's the next note up in the scale. G, A. A, C, E, G, B, D, F sharp, A, C, E, G, B, etc. Here's the pattern in full. Oh, 1, 2, ready, play. Another scale pattern that I like to play is very arpeggio based. So what we're going to do is play a G arpeggio up, an A minor arpeggio down, a B minor arpeggio up, a C major arpeggio down. We're just alternating directions like that. And we'll play this one in 6/8 because it feels a little better there. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's actually check it out down. So, if you've practiced that up and down through all of your different scale positions, caged, 3-finger to a string, all that kind of stuff, you're going to come up with some really interesting and difficult finger patterns, and it's definitely going to improve your technique. Now, parameters for practice on all of these patterns. I like to do this stuff for about 5 to 10 minutes at the beginning of a practice session. I always practice with a metronome, which I am not doing here today because I'm just showing you slow. But definitely you want to have some sort of timekeeper in the background there. And always make the metronome marking one that you're extremely comfortable with at the beginning. So if it has to be 40 beats per minute, something really, really slow, it's totally cool. All right, my friend, there you have it. Some patterns for better technique and improvisation. How would we use these in an improvisation? Well, like this. Three notes, 4 notes. Pretty cool. What else did we miss? So there you have it. You get the idea. You can put on any song in the key of G and just run some of these scale patterns. You're obviously going to have some notes that clash with some of the chords that are underneath of you, but because you're playing patterns, it's very easy to kind of forgive that in the moment because you're just kind of moving on to other notes that definitely work over whatever chord you're on. All right, there you have it, my friend. Scale patterns for better technique and improvisation. Go ahead, if you want tab to all of these exercises, check out that link below in the description to my website, Guitar Club. There you can find things like PDFs, backing tracks, a community of pickers just like you, and guess what? You get access to 5 live calls with me every month where you can ask me, Hayes, I suck at these patterns, how can you help me? All that kind of stuff. So definitely check out Guitar Club. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video, but don't go anywhere. We got more great lessons right here.